All right. Hello, everybody. Sorry about the delay. Yesterday, I don't know. I'm thinking of seriously changing the schedule just so we'll go back. We might go back to longer streams, but less frequently. I think that's just something we're gonna have to do to get around the way my stamina is working out. I'm so sorry, you guys. Hello, Guppy Force. Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Seabed. Last time, we switched back to Takako, and we learned some kind of terrifying rumors about the status of the world. It's like, first of all, they brought up all kinds of questions about the sanatorium, like, how come there's no doctors? Like, exactly, like, are they the only people here? Like, what exactly is going on? And some freaky ass, like, rumors of a disease that will make you slowly forget until you yourself disappear. It's like, oh my god. Jeez. Hello, Jackie. Welcome to the stream. That sounds absolutely terrifying. Like, the stakes for this just keep getting higher and higher. And I cannot wait to see where this story is going. So, without further ado, let's get back into it. We last left off when Takako was describing one of her lovely vacations. Remember back when this story was just about some slice of life about two girlfriends going on vacations together? I love these parts, if only because it distracts from like the tension and the sadness when they're separated. After filling our stomachs in the port, we rented ourselves a car. During our test ride along the seashore, we spotted a flock of seagulls flying above the sea. Hello, T. Welcome to the stream. The wind's pretty strong here. Oh, the wind's pretty strong here. I like towns with strong wind. It lifts my spirits. Once the traffic light dangling above the road changed to green, we made our turn and returned to town. The official change in schedule, I don't think I'm going to do until after the current Higurashi arc ends. Just so I can be more consistent overall. The well-kept steering wheel felt right at home in my grip, while the neatly polished front window gave me a clear and beautiful view of the scenery. As we rode up the hill, all we could see was the horizontal line of the asphalt and the clear blue sky stretching above it. I spotted a few woolly clouds drifting across it. Eventually, we reached the top. Our red rental car returned to a horizontal position, but it lasted only a few moments, and we were soon on our way downhill. Yeah, I've heard there's like crazy hills in San Francisco. This time I could see the outer sea and a port in the distance, surrounded by colorful houses and some woodlands. Whoa. The uneven terrain made the city even more scenic, letting you observe it from a variety of angles. As I looked down the slope, I spotted some pink and white flowers growing by the side. The stone-paved road extending before our car cut through what seemed like a garden of sorts. The thick greenery higher up prevented me from seeing the end of the road. Okay. Releasing the brakes and promptly shifting to acceleration, I began to make my way down. Through the window on the passenger side, Sachiko gazed out the colorful flowers as they danced, her own hair wildly fluttering in the wind. There was a huge and gorgeous Art Deco style bridge connecting the port and the neighboring town further down the road. The two towers supporting the bridge were so huge, it felt almost like they were touching the sky. I leaned forward to have a better look, but the rearview mirror sparkled in the sun, momentarily blinding me at one eye. The setting sun painted the western sky orange, while making the ocean waves appear like brilliant, sparkling gold. The waves reached all the way up to the bridge, lending a golden hue to its lower part as well. The towers appeared to be almost melting in the sky as their golden glow embraced their edges, and the sun began sinking deeper below the horizon, painting the entire scenery orange. I'm real glad it didn't rain today.
Yeah.
Our drive across the suspension bridge started with observing how the matte red structure was slowly taking on darker hues. Whatever. I began singing a song, humming the parts where I'd forgotten the words. It made Sachiko smile and comment on how old it was. Whew! After spinning the wheels so much, it's nice to finally have a relaxing straight road to drive on. I straightened my arms and my back.
Do you want me to drive on the way back?
No need. I'm good. I changed gears and stepped on the gas a bit harder. You're driving stick? Takako, are you serious? Damn. Not only on an unfamiliar side of the road you're driving, but you're driving stick as well? Wow, I can't do that. A classical rock song began blaring in the radio when I pressed a button on it. The kind you'd hear all the time these days. I lowered the sound a little.
I wonder if that's mist.
Sachiko, who was looking at the gulf from the window, pointed at the cars ahead of us. Their lights were about to disappear into some haze. It looked like the wind swept some mist our way from the gulf. It swiftly covered the water below the bridge and was now rising up to where we were. It had already covered most of the road.
Are you going to be okay?
I can see the cable, so it shouldn't be a problem. The white, dense mist hid the road in front of us like a cloud. All we had was the orange-red cable to guide us on our way. I heard that sound is where they actually got the title of Durarara from. It was supposed to be the sound of the revving of a motorcycle or a car. We drove across a vanilla-colored cloud with our eyes fixed on the cable, extending from one of the towers.
If I woke up in a place like this, I think I was dreaming for sure.
Yeah. Our car drove over the clouds. The sun just behind a golden tinted cloud in the westward sky.
You think we're gonna be okay?
What do you mean?
At this rate, The road might very well lead us straight to Wonderland. Or heaven.
Sachiko gave the scenery in front of us a look before glancing back at me with a gentle smile. I wouldn't mind that, honestly. As the wind picked up, our car was swallowed by the surrounding mist. I pulled the switch next to the wheel and made our headlights blink. The mist reflected their golden glow. For a while, I observed the spreading clouds and the high towers peeking out from behind them, until I heard the abrupt sound of a horn. Oh. Honk. Honk. Even after I floored the gas pedal, the sound continued to echo across the mist. Sachiko looked out the window and listened in.
I think it's the horn of a ship. It's coming from below.
I wonder if it's signaling in its place so it doesn't collide with anyone else. I decelerated to our previous speed and made our tail lips blink as well. Sachiko lowered the volume of the radio. Now I could definitely tell the sound was coming from below. Honk.
There are all sorts of sounds in the world, huh?
I returned my gaze to the towers peeking out from behind the veil of mist. After a few more honks, the mist cleared up and we continued onwards. I could see the same blue sedan in front of us. Before we realized it, the sun had already set. The moment I left the room, the chilly air outside made me shiver.
Oh, geez, that's how it's like in Australia right now. Jeez. It was really cold today.
Groaning, I wrapped my arms around myself. I suddenly realized it was exactly what my grandmother used to do. The black window frames rattled, making the corridor feel even colder. On the other side of them loomed a sky lightly covered by clouds. You didn't miss too much, Void Dweller. Welcome to the stream. You missed mainly another vacation talk. The camphor tree in the yard continued to sway in the wind, shedding some of its leaves in the process. I followed the leaves with my eyes while turning towards the east wing. I could hear the sound of a knife hitting a chopping board. Mayuko was busy with preparing lunch behind my back. Not minding her, I kept my eyes on the small pot in front of me. Chopped vegetables and rice were being steamed together. The shredded radish and carrots, the sliced shiitake mushrooms, the chopped onions, and the rice gruel were all gently wobbling in there. I think it's starting to boil over again. It should be about done right now. Oh, it should be about done right now. I scooped up a small portion and put it in my mouth. It's hot! But good.
Can I have a taste too?
I think the taste is a bit strong, though. Mayuko came over and opened the lid, her expression instantly clouding over. Did you put curry in this? Just a little. The taste is too strong, said Mayuko after putting some of it in her mouth. You think so? It's not good for someone who just got over a fever. The room we were using for the cafeteria had a long blackwood table with several chairs around it. How they managed to bring that table into the room was a mystery to me, though. I assumed it was in pieces and they just assembled it in there. Sitting in one of the chairs was a certain someone with fluffy hair. I circled around the table, sat down by Trey, and sat in front of her. Long time no see. How you doing? There she is. Okay. Oh my god. Oh my god. How? Okay. How did they know each other? This could be a huge hint onto what the hell is going on. She's showing up in both world lines. Let's see, what voice did I give her? Yep, friendly as ever. I think it was Belpha, right? Yeah, I think so. Well, that's a dumb question. Why? I'm here because I'm not doing well. Okay, so does she have the memory disease too? Well, that's true in most cases. But there are exceptions to everything, right? Kozue furrowed her brows as I removed the lid from the pot. Want to have a taste? I asked, but Kozue shook her head. I haven't seen you in a while. Where have you been? Nowhere special. I wonder if we just missed each other then. How would they even know each other in the first place? Perhaps I was avoiding you. I felt something pierce my heart just now. Doesn't seem like it was much of a fatal injury for you, though. That's because I'm headstrong! Kozue placed the cup with water on the table. Are you in a bad mood? Maybe I can help if there's something on your mind. I'm okay. On the tray before her rested a bowl of rice, a plate with sweet and sour pork, some broiled fish, and a single strawberry. There was also a bowl of carrot and some bean goma-ai salad next to the tray. Kozue picked up an okra with her chopsticks and put it in her mouth. Was that okra tasty? It was okay. I don't like sticky stuff, which is why I'm not a fan of the mutton potatoes here. I think I saw you eating natto earlier. Wow, natto, really? I love natto. Oh my god, she would. She would. You're like a little child.
Hey, Nato's good for you.
Oh, god damn it, I swapped them somewhere. I don't like sticky stuff, which is why I'm not a fan of the mountain potatoes here.
I think I saw you eating natto earlier.
I love natto.
You're like a little child.
Hey! Natto's good for you. Is there nothing you don't like, Kozue?
No.
I see. I scooped up a spoonful of rice gruel. It had already cooled off to the perfect temperature. The taste of the curry was a bit strong, though. Kozue ate her food with an almost machine-like precision. The wind rattled the window. I looked behind me and gazed outside through the larger window. The cloudy sky made the interior of the room darker than usual. The lights inside suddenly blinked. I looked up at the ceiling. They're acting funny again, and we just changed them the other day. I wonder if the age of this building is the problem. Maybe there's something off with the wiring.
The ones at the lobby stairway were acting up too.
Mayuko said she might have to change them again. Ah, that's right. I took out a piece of cardboard from my pocket and handed it to Kozue.
What is this?
An invitation from Mayuko.
That's your handwriting, though. That's your handwriting, though.
The card had a fantastic illustration of stars and clouds drawn on it. The date and time were written below that. Well, she asked me to write it.
Is that for Christmas?
Yes, it's been a while, so we're all getting together and having dinner together. Make sure not to be late.
What if I don't go? What if I don't go?
Well, then the food will go to waste.
And what's this about a dress code?
It's a party. If you don't have a dress, I can lend you mine. Kozue finished her final piece of fish with what little rice she still had left, then gulped down her remaining miso soup.
Well, I'm full.
You're going already? I addressed her as she picked up her tray. She cocked her head to the side, seemingly nodding. It's been cold lately, so be careful. I addressed her back while scooping out another spoonful of curry gruel. I could hear a faint sound coming from Sanai's room. Listening to a set of familiar words, I opened her door. Sanai was lying on her bed, holding a book. Her face was turned towards the window. The window was slightly open, its curtains languidly fluttering in the wind. The music of my childhood reverberated across the walls. Sanai didn't react to my entry. Sanai didn't react to my entry. As I drew closer, I realized that her eyes were closed and her breathing was even. I closed the window, careful not to make a sound. I moved closer to the shelf with the record player and checked the label of the record set down next to it. The cover wasn't one I was familiar with, but it was most certainly the song I hummed during the trip I told Sanai about. I spent a couple of moments listening to that melody. As the song began nearing its end, I looked down at the shelf below in search of a notebook I'd forgotten in her room. Thank God! Are we finally gonna get to know what's in there? Sanai's shelves seem to have changed slightly from the last time I saw them. I wonder if someone took a look at the book. Interesting. I wonder if someone came in secretly at night and took a look at the book. She must have returned a lot of her books to the library, as most available space was now taken up by the records, with only a few lonely books left at the edges of the shelf. The leftover books seemed ancient. Their covers were pretty much falling apart. They must have been her old favorites or something. Some were meticulously patched up with tape and adhesive. Most of them seemed to be related to illnesses, including the ugly duckling, a book most hospitals had on their shelves. Really? Huh. What would that have to do with this? I spotted a few thinner volumes, some newer novels, as I expected one book after another. When I'd forgotten what I was looking for, I suddenly found my notebook. I gave it a thorough look. It had the familiar brown leather cover. Uh-oh, music stopped. Upon closer examination, I realized the cover was no cheap knockoff one could see on most notebooks. This was likely the real deal. I sat down in the cane chair and opened up the notebook. I'd already discussed it with Mayuko. She said it was addressed directly to me, so I was free to do whatever I wanted with it. Upon flipping to the first page, I saw some handwritten letters. That said, they were neat and easy to read, in no way inferior to print. Interesting. I fucking knew it. I fucking knew it! Somebody sabotaged it. But this sounds like it's something that Narasaki did in the other world line. What is going on here? I realized that a few pages between the first and the cover were torn out. They were moved with such precision, I didn't even notice at first. I quickly flipped to the end of the notebook to check if no other pages were missing. I found myself intrigued by the missing contents, but the entries were all dated, so I figured I could just start reading from wherever I wanted. October 6, 1979.
Contrary to the forecast, the weather was beautiful today. The sky was blue, with only a few light clouds to liven up its colors. To be completely honest, I spent pretty much every sports festival like that.
To be completely honest, I spent much every sports festival like that, even when it was the festival of another school. Oh, memories! Oh my god! Okay. A nearby elementary school was holding a sports festival today. An upbeat song, the kind they usually hear during running competitions, began playing, followed by a sudden gunshot. Okay, yeah, this is Sachiko's diary. Oh my god! Oh my god! Did the two diaries switch world lines during Narasaki's little crossing over event? Oh my god! I think this is like absolute proof that we're in two different world lines or something. Oh, oh my god. Something must have happened where each one went to a world where the other was missing. Oh my god.
Takako was excitedly looking down at it from atop a jungle gym.
Don't you remember, Void Dweller? Narasaki did that. And look, this is Sachiko's diary. Look, it started!
She addressed me. I can see that. Following her gaze, I saw a crowd of parents and children dashing through the field, stirring up a cloud of dust as they ran. Thank God I read out my diary like a narrative. Our teacher's narration of the competition could be heard through the speaker atop a tall pole decorated with flags. Her loud voice effectively drowning out the music. I suddenly remembered how hot it was. The wind was stronger at the top of the slide, and we were in the shadow of a large tree, but due to how sunny it had been lately, the week's temperatures exceeded the average by a wide margin. I shifted my gaze to the book I'd been holding, and tried once again to ignore the heat. I was here because I promised Takako to come if the weather was fine. Back when I made that promise, I already knew the weather forecast about the weather forecast, and I'd completely forgotten about my sports festival curse.
The view's great from here. Let's watch together.
Oh, we had a sports festival at our school last week. Is it really that entertaining to watch another school participate in one?
Watching and participating are both fun in their own way.
Really?
Yep, the train. As a participant, I was too busy being nervous and excited to really take it all in. And before long, the whole thing was over. Being on the sidelines lets you calmly observe everything. I mean, even if you're in your house, you hear the sounds and get curious about how it's all going, you know?
As we continued chatting atop the slide, Takako's friend, who went to buy juice earlier, came back. It was someone Takako met in her 4th year of school when she joined the basketball club. I saw her a couple of times myself. Takako shouted something down to her, then quickly turned back to me.
She wants all three of us to play. What do you think?
I'll be reading my book here.
Sachiko, you are so me. That is exactly what I would say. Has nothing to do with how much I like or don't like the people in question. I just don't like sports. Alright, then we'll hang out around here.
Takako slid down the slide. Takako slid down the slide. After that, I spent some time reading. Once I finished the chapter I'd been on, I closed the book and brushed some sweat off my forehead. Below me, Takako, her two friends, and some boy I'd never seen before were playing kick tennis. I had no idea where they got the volleyball. A gallop song burst forth from the speakers. It seemed like they started the ball toss game. For a while, I gazed absent-mindedly as the white and red balls dancing in the sky, before I realized that I was feeling even hotter than before. For a while, I gazed absent-mindedly at the white and red balls dancing in the sky before realizing that I was feeling even hotter than before. The mild autumn breeze helped cool off my sweat-covered skin a little. I looked at the scoreboard and saw that the red team had 419 points, while the white team had 503.
How the fuck is scoring working in this game?
I looked at this.
Yep.
On the track, they were still busy with the ball tossing game. I have trouble understanding how the scoring in that game is supposed to work. The clock between the scores was pointing at 11:45.
That's almost the time now for me. At night, of course.
It It was almost time for lunch, and as I realized that, I smelled something good. I looked around the school grounds and spotted some of the families already helping themselves to an early treat. The gallop song ended, and the ball baskets were lowered. The person on the speaker began counting each ball as they were being tossed higher into the air. As I observed the white and red balls painting wide arcs in the air, I felt the slide shake. A moment later, I heard some wails from below. Looking down, I spotted Takako clutching her head again and writhing on the ground. Oh my god! Oh my god! Takako! Did she have this disease when she was young? I pushed the book back into my pocket and descended the stairs to the slide to give Takako a closer look. She was surrounded by her two friends and the boy I didn't know. Are you okay? Asked one of her friends. Takako raised her upper body with a groan, her hand still at the back of her head. Does it hurt? It doesn't. I noticed something red seeping through her fingers. Holy shit! You're bleeding. What the fuck? I realized there was also some red stains on her back, and looked like a puddle of blood about the size of my palm on the ground where she lay. Holy shit, this music is not appropriate. One of the adults that saw the whole thing called an ambulance, and it arrived just before we knew it. I ended up having to accompany Takako to the hospital. Takako was lying limp on the ambulance's bed with a towel on her head. The adult who sat next to us was listening to how she got hurt. The adult who sat next to us was listening to how she got hurt. From what I could piece together, it appears she jumped up and clutched onto the aerial ladder that was pretty high up, but her fingers slipped. She ended up turning upside down in the air and fell to the ground, hitting her head directly. Ouch! Oh god! Your stupidity knows no bounds. I'm bleeding all over! That's because you cut your head. I'm starting to feel the pain. Takako told the adult her home's phone number. Then she proceeded to look at the ceiling of the ambulance car. She couldn't move her head, so only her eyes darted anxiously from one spot to another. I might die! Relax. Worst case scenario, you'll get a few stitches. Her eyes stopped darting around and focused on me. Will you visit my grave if I die? Oh god, no, not talk like this! I suppose I'd have to. I'm gonna be lonely, so come visit me every day. No way. That sounds like a pain.
Then at least drop by once in a while.
I suppose that could work. After we reached the hospital, the doctors brought Takako to a room on a stretcher. I spent a few moments staring at the closed doors in the empty hallway, then sat down on the bench in front of the room. After a bit of time, I heard a sharp wail and some protests about needles or whatnot.
Wait, I'm not ready yet!
After a few minutes, I heard some irritated adult voices saying that she wasn't the only patient here. Yet even after that, the sounds of struggle wouldn't cease. Oh my god. Yet even after that, the sound of struggle wouldn't cease. I strained my ears and listened in. Judging from the voices and sounds, I guess that she fought back against the nurses and doctors as they tried to hold her down. But as she was finally subdued and the needle came closer, she gave up and stopped struggling. The anesthetic must have worked, as I couldn't hear anything anymore. Takako's mother came to the hospital a few minutes later. She must have come directly from work as she was still in her suit. After I explained to her everything that had happened, she looked around and entered Takako's room. Over her shoulder, she began speaking to the doctor, to see Takako lying on the bed with her back to me, in the center of the room. The doctor leaned over her and sewed her wound with something that looked like a nipper before I even had the time to react. The silver tray that Takako was leaning her head on was filled with crimson blood.
Ouch!
You can stand up now. Oh.
You can stand up now.
As the doctor said that, Takako began to slowly rise to her feet. The nurse wiped the blood off Takako's face, while the latter kept staring into space with an empty expression. The doctor told Takako's mother not to scratch or wash the wound until it completely closes up. He then turned to Takako and repeated the same thing. After Takako's mother thanked the doctor, I helped Takako climb into her mother's car, while she stayed in for a bit more. After Takako's mother thanked the doctor, I helped Takako climb into her mother's car while she stayed behind for a bit more. Likely due to the anesthetic, Takako leaned against the rear seat's door and stopped moving altogether, almost like a squashed cockroach. Your head looks weird, I told her. The gauze bandages covering her wound were supported by a white, net-looking thing that coiled around her entire head. It opened up at the top, making her hair stick out like a flower bulb.
Ah!
Takako simply let out a heavy sigh in response. Are you nervous? I gave her a hard look. After a few moments of silence, she opened her mouth.
Everyone's gonna make fun of me in school tomorrow.
I think the fact that an ambulance car showed up at a sports festival is a much bigger event, as far as everyone is concerned. Takako came to school the next day with that net still on her head, and everyone started calling her the flower bulb. However, when she could finally take it off the next week, she began bragging and showing her stitches to everyone, as there was some honorable wound.
Back to Takako. I felt my headache as I finished reading the entry. The pain itself was hardly anything noteworthy, but the way it prickled behind my eyes was annoying. It reminded me of a fish bone stuck in your throat. I began massaging my eyes with my fingers when I suddenly realized Sanai was up and looking at me. Did I surprise you? She asked. No. My muscles tensed up at the idea of being observed without my knowledge, but luckily only my left hand, the one that held the notebook, twitched. I raised the notebook higher and higher and showed it to Sanai. I was reading the diary. The notebook from yesterday. Did you read it without permission? She glanced at me with accusing eyes. I waved my hand in denial, which kind of reminded me of those comedians on TV. Oh, okay, yes, that's right, Jackie. She was the French girl. Did you read it without permission? She glared at me with accusing eyes. Disregarding that thought, I proceeded to explain myself. Looks like this thing really was addressed to me. How could you tell? This diary belonged to my friend. It's pretty ancient, but there's stuff about me written in it. It doesn't belong to some random stranger. I'm sure she sent it to me so I would read it. I opened the book on the first page and showed it to Sanai. She looked at it through her glasses, seemed unable to make out the letters from that distance. What is it about? She gave up and leaned back against her pillow. A story about how an ambulance car came to a sports festival. What on earth happened? I cracked my head at the playground and ended up needing stitches. I carried the cane chair closer to her bed. The playground? So you didn't get hurt during the actual event? I pulled my hair aside and showed Sana the back of my head. Is it still there?
I think I can see a little bump or something.
I knew it would never disappear. I let go of my hair and sat down into the chair.
Did you remember that event?
I'm not sure. I vaguely recalled attending it when I read through the diary, but
I see.
I realized the pain was gone. I pressed my fingers against my eyes again. Sana looked at me, so I hurriedly let go of them and opened the notebook. As I flipped through a few pages, Sana shifted her attention to the record player. I did the same. Did you actually look for the record of this song? I asked her. By now, the song had long since come to an end, and the record player was dead silent. The diary must have captured my attention so much that I didn't even notice.
I got curious about which song it was, and you mentioned it during your story. Did I get it right?
Yeah, hearing it again is really nostalgic. Can I raise the volume a little?
Of course.
I got off my chair and turned up the volume knob. Oh no! I got off my chair and turned up the volume knob. I ended up chatting with Sana until dinner. The windows didn't rattle too much that day. The view outside still looked still and serene, with no wind. It reminded me of a picture you could see on a postcard. Only a single dried up leaf kept fluttering on the tip of a branch. It was as though it was trying to fight against the onset of winter, despite looking it would fall apart at any second. Here we go. Creepy music again. What's gonna happen? After finishing the conversation, I left Sana's room with notebook in hand. I had no other plans for the day, so I decided to return to my room. Oh, it's a different song, slightly. I sat down in the chair and was about to continue reading the diary when I remembered that odd pain behind my eyes. What is going on? Remnants of it still seemed to linger in my mind. Rushing things would have been pointless, so I chose to close the notebook for now. I shut my eyes and leaned against the chair with all my weight. The pain vanished. It happened either when I closed my eyes or shortly afterwards. Oh God. Could you even imagine feeling pain when you closed your eyes? Now that the pain was gone, I felt cold. An unpleasant chill ran down my spine. I opened my eyes to check if the window was closed. I couldn't see it from my current position, so I stood up and walked closer. After pulling on it a few times, I fastened the latch. A picture of a steering wheel, interestingly. As I reclined on my seat, I saw the window of my second floor room through the front glass. To the right of my room was Sanai's, but her window was located on the other wall, so I couldn't see it from here. I sat up and opened the glove compartment. Inside, I found a pair of sunglasses, some pocket tissues, and a soft-cover book. I had nothing else to do, so I took out the sunglasses and tried putting them on. They had thick black frames. Oh wow, that must look really nice. I turned the rearview mirror toward myself. A small bag dangling from it touched my hand. I looked at it. It was made of some kind of thin material like Japanese paper. There seemed to be something inside. As I placed it on my palm and held it up to the light, I saw something purple. That must have been the origin of the lavender smell in the car. Upon drawing it closer to my nose, I realized I was right. What are you doing? Is that Sanai or someone else? The door on the side of the driver's seat suddenly opened, startling me. It was Mayoko. Okay. What are you doing? Mayoko climbed into the car. How does it look? I looked at her from an angle and pointed at the sunglasses. I feel like some thinner frames would suit you better. Can we really just go outside like this? I have permission. Oh, that's good to hear. Permission from who? Upon checking the ignition key was in its place, Mayoko promptly turned it. The car jerked for a moment and the engine whirred to life with a low roar. Mayoko? That's exactly what I just said! Who's the one giving you permission? The head doctor of the sanatorium. And when they're not present, the responsibility falls on the head nurse. Who are they, though? Yeah, exactly! Isn't that you? I gave her a suspicious look. That's right. Who is the head doctor? Is it Narasaki? I'll be in a whole heap of trouble if you disappear on me, so be sure to stick close. You don't need to tell me that. Even if you find something interesting, don't wander off without first telling me. I'll accompany you if need be. How old do you think I am? Mayuko extended an arm to fix position in the rearview mirror. In it, I saw a reflection of a woman with twin tails and sunglasses. I'm looking good. I'm really worried. Huh. Mayuko fastened her seatbelt. I returned the sunglasses to the glove compartment and fastened my seatbelt too. Did you fasten your seatbelt? Yes, Mom. We're off then. Ah, it's Sanai. I wonder who's saying that. Probably drawn by the sound of the engine. Sanai was looking at us through the daughter's window. She returned my wave with one of her own. Mayuko changed gears and began going in reverse. She then switched gears again and turned the steering wheel to the right of the gate. Meanwhile, I could hear the sharp screeching of the tires. Soon enough, I lost sight of Sanai. You think Sanai will be fine on her own? Yes. What happens if she gets hungry? I prepared a meal for her. Besides, there are all sorts of things left in the fridge. I didn't know she could cook. You're going to cook for us tomorrow, right? I guess I'd better do my best not to disappoint everyone. Better not do my best not to disappoint everyone. Please do. Okay. Jeez. Wow. No pressure. Why is the sign in English? Are they not in Japan right now? The general store had a narrow parking area for about 4 cars, but it was already taken by a white truck bearing the store's name. A light green 2-door Datsun that looked more like a toy than a real car, an elaborately decorated Toyota Crown. Hello, OA. Welcome to the stream. After changing gears multiple times, Mayuko finally managed to fit her car into the last open space left. Wow, she drives a stick shift as well. How are all these people driving stick shifts? That is so hard to do. Jeez. This is a different place than usual. The white concrete walls of the store loomed above the rest of the buildings. A series of large orange letters at the front spelled out its name. Really? It's a common thing to have romanji store names in Japan? I didn't know for their own businesses. I knew that was a thing for foreign businesses, but I didn't know that even their own businesses did it. Most of the other buildings in the area were built in a traditional Japanese style, but this one looked more like the kind of highway motel you'd seen in the US. It does, exactly. Mayuko closed the door and stretched her shoulders. We'll buy the seasonings here, and then go to the shopping district for the rest. I got out of the car and stretched my limbs. Looking behind me, I saw 3 cars, and Mayuko's red minivan lined up next to each other, like this was some used car exhibit. A clerk sweeping the in front of the road in front of the entrance greeted us. I responded with a nod, but Mayuko didn't notice. Pushing open the glass door with faded red handles, she hurried into the store. This looks like Trader Joe's a bit. But it's definitely can't be because they're in the 80s. I pushed my shopping cart forward while listening to the folk rock music playing inside. Did you say wrinkled potatoes are better? I grabbed a few potatoes that looked better than the rest and showed them to Mayuko. The ones with less wrinkles are better. Let's take this, and this. She swiftly picked up the potatoes and put them in the shopping cart. I put the carrot I picked up with the potatoes into the shopping cart. We still have carrots fresh from our fields. Oh. She placed my carrot back on the shelf. Well, if we don't need carrots, the next step would be onions, I guess. They're over there. Roll. Here you go. I put a few onions in the shopping cart while Mayuko grabbed a broccoli. You want broccoli too? Is there a problem? Well, I doubt they'd ruin the taste. We at least don't have the meat we need, though. It's interesting how different families tend to have different ideas about the ideal meat. There seems to be an overabundance of poultry. I suppose that qualifies as meat. Oh my god. Like, I just had, I shouldn't say, but I think it was either a year or two ago, my significant other and I, we got into a huge discussion about whether poultry was meat. It's like, I was like, of course it is! Of course it's meat! It's like, just because it comes from a bird and not a freaking mammal doesn't mean it's not meat. Meat is like the flesh of a living creature that you're cooking. Like, I don't know, you could not call that meat. Seriously! Like, thinking of poultry as not the category of meat, but as its own separate thing. No. It's still the same thing. It's a category of meat, not like, not its own separate thing. Yep, is a fish meat was also part of that argument. Again, it would apply. I would say yes, but they're just different types. I'll be needing a lot, so don't skip on it. Okay. I spotted a seasoning placard dangling from the ceiling. Right, I'll go get my special spices. Oh, right, I'll go get my special spices now. Oh, right, I'll go get my special spices now. I'm looking forward to it. I'll look for the other ingredients in the meantime. Poultry with rice is definitely a very good combo. Boy Dweller. Did you find everything? Yep, as you can see. I dropped all the bottles I carried into the shopping cart. Worcestershire sauce, caramel sauce. Wait, Worcestershire sauce? Cinnamon? Cardamom, clove, and chutney. This is just a bunch of random spices. There's no way you can use these all together. Oh god. Oh yeah, is bay leaf basically the same thing as bay laurel? I thought you were planning to make curry. Huh? It's gonna be real curry. I saw some milk, consomme, and wheat flour in Mayuko's shopping cart. After we bought all the necessary ingredients, we moved on to stocking up on miscellaneous goods. The store was located in the shopping district, which was only a few minutes on foot from the food store. Maiko, however, drove us there in her car, going so far as to park in a fleeting spot, being the outward diligent person that she was. We left our bags in the car and continued down a narrow street until we reached a long, wide road on a slope. It had decorative trees on both sides, though by now they had already shed most of their leaves. The boulevard curved further down the road, eventually disappearing beyond the buildings. Really interesting. I didn't even know bay leaves were literally laurels. Called that in English, French, and I think Italian too. I read somewhere it was used to mask bad smells in old Europe, along with pepper and nutmeg. I can't help but feeling a bit worried though. I can't help but feeling a bit worried though. Just leave everything to me. The ingredients might look odd at first sight, but this is my ultimate curry we're talking about. Well, if worst comes to worst, at least we still have milk. You're worrying way too much. I waved my hand at Mayuko. She gave me a sidelong look. I suppose you're right. Mayuko touched her nose with the back of her index finger and smiled. Adding broccoli to curry, though, well, that's not something I would have considered. I almost thought you changed your mind and decided to make stew instead. I mean, it's Christmas and all. Huh? What does Christmas have to do with stew? I mean, that's how it's traditionally been done, as far as I'm aware. Even in commercials, you always hear that curry's for summer and stew is for winter. Ah, it's in the pillow book, right? No, not even close. Anyway, I can't say I get that. I smelled something sweet, and after looking around for a bit, spotted some chocolate and maple syrup waffles in the store window of one of the shops. Oh my god! Chocolate and maple syrup. Wow. That sounds like an amazing combination. Most buildings around here gave home to some various stores on their first floor, selling all kinds of items from food to toiletries and clothes. The wide road has no arches, letting the slanting rays of the sun reach us from the right. We've reached the shopping district, Any specific place you want to check out first? The bookstore. A present for Miss Sanai, I take it. Have you decided on the book yet? She keeps telling me about what she's reading, so I have a rough idea. Some of the books she likes have sequels, and none of them are in our library. Sounds good. If we're looking for older books, then Mayuko took a few steps ahead of me. An advertisement sign with a female model in a black suit. Souvenir stores with all sorts of trinkets lined up. A cosmetic store under a brown roof. A clothing store with mannequins wearing both child and adult-sized clothes. A store selling cloth with flower and bird designs. Store selling cloth with flower and bird designs. Our heels clicked against the stone pavement as we continued through this never-ending sea of shops. Huh. CG of Mayuko. Mayuko? Yes? How about this? I pointed at the hairpin on one of the stands. Mayuko took a step back and considered the shop sign. Oh, I recognize this place. It's a handmade accessory shop that's been getting in popularity lately. Really? Is it for Kozue? Yeah, I mean, she's always like this, right? I use the pin to shift my front hair to the side. It suits you. You like seeing the forehead? Oh, I think I skipped them. Swap them. It suits you. You like seeing the forehead? Well, it doesn't really matter how it looks on me. I placed the hairpin back to where I took it from. I think this would look good on you. Try it. Huh? I'm okay. Hey, don't be like that. I just showed you my forehead, didn't I? What is going on here? After that, we tried a couple of other accessories. I picked out the one I thought would be best for a present. Is something the matter? Mayuko, who had been walking a few steps ahead of me, turned around. Okay, I think I swapped them. Is something the matter? The shopping district looked a little different compared to what I expected. What did you think it would look like? A bunch of bananas for 500 yen, 400 yen, 300 yen. I can't go any lower, but I could throw in something extra. What do you say? I thwacked my thighs with my palms to imitate the sound of a stick thumping against the ground. Did you expect this to be like a traditional Mojiko banana market? I was hoping to see salesmen make passionate speeches as they introduced their merchandise and stuff. What age are you from? These days you only see stuff like that as part of special shows, given a tourist location. Exactly. How much has she forgotten? Maybe she's just joking around. I continue down the silent road, our heels kicking against the red and gray stone pavement, on until we reached a building that looked like a box made out of concrete. I stared at it, wondering what it was. Eventually, I found a sign next to an enclosed space which looked like the entrance. It's a gallery. There was a large and imposing steel door. At the end of the enclosed space, it was painted completely black. You said you wanted something to decorate the lounge with. I pushed the door open and stepped inside with Mayako trailing behind me. Oh, quite a lovely art gallery. Our heels clicked against the card parquet inside. Multiple easels stood in the middle of the room. The paintings on them were facing in different directions. I glanced around to see a window right to the right of us, and a counter to the left. A young spectacled man was sitting at said counter, reading a book with a stern expression on his face. He didn't react to our arrival in the slightest. I also spotted some shelves and a table close to the window. Their warm colors lending the place a certain countryside-esque feel. What do you think about this? I pointed at a painting depicting a river and sky in some European-looking land. The color of the sky is certainly peculiar in this one. All sorts of colors have been blended to make it that way. A pale mix of purple and pink. The river was quite colorful, too, with golden trees towering above it. Do you think it would look nice in our lounge? I'd say it's perfect for our building. We ascended the artistically distorted stairs, reminding me of a wisp of smoke, and reached a narrow corridor on the second floor. The stairs leading to the third floor had a keep out sign in front of them. A row of small palm-sized windows lined the wall on our right. The light illuminating the pictures on the left wall. I wonder if this light gets misaligned when the sun moves. Mayako took a few steps toward the row of windows. They're probably using mirrors or something. I inspected the paintings. Their frames were a lot of simpler design compared to what we've seen below. Most of them were similar to our candidate for the lounge, boasting a wide palette of unusual colors. The last one was a painting of a clover. Its 4 leaves all had different colors. Still look like normal windows to me. Maybe a little on the thick side, but still. There are probably mirrors inside, but I can't see them. Mayako returned. That's a beautiful one. I realized I'd been staring at that oddly familiar thing. I don't know who's talking here, god damn it. It looks like a painting I drew in the past. Well, not like using a clover as a motive was a particularly original idea. I'd already seen plenty of pictures like this. I tried searching my memories to figure out which picture this one resembled, but that abrupt feeling I had when I first saw it was already gone. Nonetheless, I felt certain it must have been something akin to nostalgia and loneliness.
Don't you paint anymore?
Well, perhaps it's a hobby I should pick back up.
Then how about we hang your picture in the lounge instead?
After a few moments of admiring the clover painting, I answered her question with a curt, okay. Then moved away from the picture. Oh my god. I would be so nerve-wracked. Realizing that Mayuko wasn't following, I glanced over my shoulder and saw her staring at the clover. Maybe I should paint you.
Sounds like a good idea.
Mayuko turned around and smiled at me. Are you really okay with it? As I saw her smile, that feeling I couldn't remember earlier passed into the back of my mind again. I could have sworn I saw a brief moment of my past pop up for a split second, like a camera flash. Mayuko caught up to me and we continued to look around the gallery together. After checking all the works in the narrow corridor, we descended the stairs and found another room with pictures on the first floor. I spent the entire time trying to remember the image that flashed through my mind when Mayuko smiled. No matter how hard I racked my brain, I simply couldn't recall it.
Oh, God. Okay, I will be right back. Just a little bathroom break, and then I will be right back. Whoops, sorry. I just realized that my microphone came unplugged. Jeez, I will. If you didn't hear that what I just said, I will be right back. I just have to go for a little bathroom break.
and we are back. The sudden change in temperature as I stepped outside just sent a shiver down my back. It's cold out here. My God, feeling exactly how I do lately. It's been freezing in Australia lately. You okay, Mayuko? I think I can still handle it, but we should probably start thinking about heading back. Mayuko pointed at the mountain over our sanatorium was on. Yeah. As we made our way back on a road that had grown even more deserted after dark, I smelled some food somewhere in the vicinity. It's about time for late night restaurants to open. Can we go there for a bit? Are you okay with a simple family restaurant? Mayuko? Darling? I live for simple family restaurants. That is the one thing I miss terribly from America. That is basically non-existent in this country. Family restaurants are my heart and soul. Oh God, give me my Olive Garden, give me my TGI Fridays, give me my Charlie Brown Steakhouse, give me my On the Border, give me, oh God. Oh my God, give me my Red Lobster, even though I don't like any of the food there besides freaking the friggin' cheese biscuits. Oh my God. Oh my God, hula hands, something like that. Seriously. Pizzeria Uno. Void Dweller, that's fast food. That's completely different. I'm talking about family sit-down places. Of course, they got McDonald's. Oh God. And it's just sad, like... Interesting, Jackie. That'd be different in TGI Fridays in Japan. It's more of a family place in America. But the thing is, in Australia, you basically have only really two classes of restaurants. You have fast food and cafes. You have fast food, cafes, and bars. And then you have the hoity-toity, high-class restaurants that cater to a more sophisticated palate. And, like, maybe some, like, little indie-like places, but there's no family restaurants. And that just breaks my heart. Oh, God. That is the one thing I miss so much from America. So, oh wow, if they go to a family restaurant, like, you remember, for those of you who were there for my Umineko Let's Play, when they went to a family restaurant, I just started crying. I cannot express to you how much I love family restaurants. We've already spent lots of money today. I suppose you're right. Oh my God! Oh God! Places like this! Thing is, no, Void Dweller, because I love everything else about this country. That is literally the only thing. I love Australia a lot. We have a lot here, you know, family-wise and everything. Like, there's a bunch of stuff that we've got here. That is literally my only gripe with Australia. See, places like this with lovely, lovely, gorgeous private booths to die for. I'd swear my nirvana is this right here. A family restaurant, not too crowded, but not too empty either. Like chatter that you can't tell what's going on in the background. Some TV, some, light music playing. And just like your own little world in a private booth, with or without someone else there that you love. And like taking your phone or like a game console or a book, something like that with you, and just staying there for hours and hours. Yeah, especially with the whole coronavirus thing. I just, oh my god. It is a booth. It is a booth. Oh wait. Because they have the seat, it's one big seat and another big seat right here. That blocks it's a private booth that blocks other people from seeing you. That right next to you. And everything on Australia is just open seating. Oh my god. I love family restaurants. I love them. Love them, love them, love them, love them, love them to pieces. Anyway, back to the story. No. A restaurant booth does not have doors. Oh, wait, no. Anyway, back to the story. I spread out the menu on the table so Mayoko could see it as well. I guess I'd like a standard meal. Oh, they have tempura chicken. Oh, I guess I'd like a standard meal. Oh, they have tempura chicken. That's a little unusual for a family restaurant. It wasn't that rare where I come from, though I never ate it much when I was little. Why? I like deep fried chicken more than tempura because it has a stronger taste. But as I grew up, I started to appreciate the more mature taste of soy sauce that comes with tempura chicken. I love tempura chicken. I've always loved it. I guess that's what happens when you become an adult. Your tongue is still that of a child if you can't eat green peppers, eggplant, and other vinegar dishes, though. I guess I still have a child's tongue because I can't stand green peppers. Yeah, we have McDonald's and we have Burger King. Yeah, we have that. We also have Subway. Here in Australia, yep. And Pizza Hut as well, and Domino's. Really, Jackie? I honestly, out of the big three, I think I don't like Wendy's nearly as much. And I just hate the fact that the hamburger patty is square, but the bun is circular. I mean, have a square patty, fine, but at least have a square bun to go with it. That just annoys the hell out of me. And anyway, I can't stand green peppers. I hate them so much. Red pepper's great. Hey, I don't mind stuffed pepper. My body can't take vinegar, though. Is that so? Did you decide on what you want? Yes. Oh, yes. Excuse me, we'd like to order. Takako? There's a bell right there on the table. Mayuko reached out toward it. My way's faster. A waitress carrying water to another table spotted us. See? What will you be ordering? A standard meal of chicken tempura, please. What about you, Mayuko? Seafood pasta, please. A standard meal of chicken tempura and seafood pasta. Drinks? 2 cups of hot coffee. You're fine with that, right? Yes. Understood. The waitress jotted down her orders on her memo, then stuffed it behind the strap on her apron and she continued to the counter. I checked the picture of seafood pasta they had in the menu. It came with manila clam, shrimp, and all sorts of other marine critters. I guess swapping meals is not something adults do, is it?
I wouldn't mind a chicken tempura either. Been a while since I had any. Oh, that's something we always used to do. Like, just take little pieces of each other's, just to see what it tasted like. Oh yeah, we also have KFC in Australia. We have that too. My favorite has always been Burger King. I'm sorry, if I were gonna have to choose one, I would choose Burger King. That's been my favorite since I was little out of all the fast food places. But I don't consider Subway in that category because it's just so different. I do love Subway though.
Oh, so you also had it back in your hometown? You feel familiar with Yasayuma?
It's a sweet made from dango, isn't it? With soy flour topping and all that?
Yeah, I haven't had that in ages.
Didn't you get those at a lot of snacks back in kindergarten?
Yeah. I remember this one time, I was in such a hurry I ended up inhaling the flour. I almost choked.
Would you like me to make them sometime?
That'd be great.
By the way, what are you doing there?
Mayuko asked. I was peeking down to my paper bag. Just making sure we haven't forgotten anything.
So, have we?
I went through the contents of the bag. Nope, I don't think so. I looked up in the nearby window, seeing the interior of the restaurant reflected in its glass. An old folk rock song, the same one I heard at the store earlier today, began playing on the radio. Oh, I'm hungry. I wonder how much longer it will take.
It's going to be here in a moment, don't worry.
Thank you very much.
Ooh, that was great.
I pushed open the family restaurant's door. Chicken tempura was pretty good after all.
Yeah, the sauce and the seafood thing wasn't as strong as I expected, so I ended up eating the whole thing like a delicious soup.
leaving the foyer at the restaurant, we stepped out onto the streets. Ugh, it's gotten even colder. You okay with Mayoko?
I suppose I'm a bit cold too. Let's just hurry home.
Yeah. I shoved my right hand into my pocket. Want to stick your hands in here too? I pointed at it with my left.
That's a pretty embarrassing position.
She made a troubled smile. All that means is that we've got to hurry. We continued down the road, our heels clicking against the stone pavement. A light suddenly flipped further up into the shopping district. It then began to spread towards us like a wave, lighting up the whole area and making me almost believe it was the middle of the day. Ah! Oh wow, lovely outfit, awesome jeans. Takako.
Very stylish, white jeans.
Ooh, that's right. They were saying they would light up the shopping district.
Oh.
Electronic lights were attached between two opposing trees at the boulevard, resembling a golden roof above us. It's pretty.
It certainly is.
It might look even more amazing from above.
I think you should be able to see them from the sanatorium.
Really? Do you think Sana and Kozue saw?
I'm sure they were watching. They'll be surprised to learn we were there.
Yeah. It had grown quite warm inside the car as it steadily ascended the hill. I heard a voice and slowly opened my eyes.
Are you listening?
Yeah, I was just resting my eyes.
I hope she likes the present.
Yeah.
I imagine you'll be quite busy tomorrow. I'll let you know once you can use the kitchen.
Yeah.
Are you listening?
She sounds like a mom. Yeah, I'll take the seaweed rice ball.
Excuse me?
Why is it wrapped in seaweed?
You're sleeping, aren't you?
Yeah. Oh my god. Oh, that was great. That was great.
Okay. I think this might be as good a place as any to stop for the day. Unless, Takako's section is just about to end, but I don't know. I don't know. I think because historically Takako's sections have been shorter than Sachiko's. But, I think, unless anyone tells me otherwise, I think this should be a good place to stop for today. Yep. Okay, good. Great, Jackie. Oh wait, there's a bit more? Do you think it's a good place to stop, or should I... Or should I keep going? Stop here? Okay, I'll stop here. Alright! So, next time, we'll continue and see what Takako cooks up. Yeah, okay, so yeah, it looks like we're falling, based on what you guys are saying, we might finish this Takako section next time. I just want our two girls back together. I really do. Oh god.
hope somehow through time and space they're able to find each other again. Alright, so tomorrow, still the same schedule as for now. Tomorrow will be Higurashi, I swear. And yeah, the next one of Seabed will be on Thursday. So until whichever one you guys are gonna see, I will say so long, farewell, halfway to say good night. You were all the sweetest of hearts. See ya.